Jared Kushner admits there are risks to reopening the economy, but is also confident America can do so safely. One America's Hubbard has more.
Senior White House advisor Jared Kushner is setting his sights on the safe reopening of America following COVID-19. During a teleconference interview with Time on Tuesday, Kushner looked back on the administration's efforts against the novel coronavirus, remarking on the grim scenarios the country confronted at the outset of the pandemic.
At the time, the experts and the models predicted that there would be 1.6 to 2.2 million deaths here in America if we weren't able to do mitigation and do everything possible to get people the hospital capacity we needed. And for everyone in the administration, it was a real moment where we knew that the challenge coming towards us was really immense.
And while he had words of praise for the work of administration officials, he ultimately ascribed the containment of the new disease to the public's adherence to expert guidelines.
Had people not been following closely what was going on, and people not taking the mitigation measures very seriously that were proposed by Dr. Birx and Dr. Fauci and the task force, the situation could have been a lot worse. I think we've all come together. We've saved a lot of lives by our collective action. The country's really stepped up. It's been absolutely incredible.
But now, Kushner says, the task turns from simply containing the spread of the disease to mitigating not just the medical dangers inherent to the pandemic, but also the social effects of economic shutdowns. He echoed the president's earlier remarks, saying even one life lost to the disease is too many, but also highlighted the economic devastation wrought on American families by the inability of millions to earn a living under lockdown orders, commenting on the difficulty presented by the task of protecting Americans from both medical and economic harm.
And now the next challenge is making sure we have all the capacity in this country to safely reopen, as we have 30 million Americans who have lost their jobs, and we want to get America back to work in a very safe and responsible manner.
Prompted to respond to Dr. Anthony Fauci's remarks to the Senate, where the country's top infectious diseases expert warned of the dangers of an unhindered rollback of preventive measures, Kushner admitted the risk inherent in reopening the economy, while expressing confidence in the administration's ability to protect both Americans' health and financial welfare.
There's risk to anything, but the president carries the burden of the 30 million Americans who have lost their jobs due to this historic effort to save lives. So we all have to be careful. We have to be cautious. The president's watching it closely, but he would like to see the country return to work in a safe manner.
Kushner has been part of the White House's coronavirus task force since early March, where he has spearheaded efforts to ramp up coronavirus testing in the U.S., which he highlighted as a vital element in the safe reopening of America.
But with that being said, I think that now on the medical side, we're focused on how do we get to a vaccine, ramping up testing, making sure we have hospital capacity, making sure we have PPE.
According to White House projections, testing per capita rates in the U.S. this month are expected to double those of South Korea, a country often touted as a model of successful testing-based containment of the virus. Hans Hubbard, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.